Oh man, it's time to go into a new dungeon today, but first there's something we gotta go pick up real quick.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's not something important, the last video was like 30 minutes long, and this one's not even 20 minutes long, so I had to quickly squeeze this in here.
May as well fit someone else in while we got the time.
Yep, there's a God's Cube right over here.
Oh man.
This is a pretty sneaky one, I'm not gonna lie.
Where are we gonna get all these Goddess Cubes, Jordan?
It's sometime, don't worry about it.
Oh man. Starting to get a little worried.
Oh no. Earth Temple, not the Fire Temple for whatever reason. I really like these elephants at the start. There's some pretty good elephants.
Usually there is a fire temple.
Yeah.
Second. That seems right.
Yeah, and that is what this is, but it's called the Earth Temple for whatever reason. I guess lava is Earth, just very hot and not solid, but yeah.
Yeah, not cool. Uncooled down Earth.
Yep. Yeah, this dungeon, like most of the dungeons in this game, is a pretty good one. I actually, at first, when I was like thinking about this game before we started recording, I was like, I don't think I like this one so much. But now that I've gone back to it, I think it's actually pretty good.
I think usually lava dungeons tend to be pretty solid.
Yeah. Unlike the lava.
Ooh. I think the lava dungeon from the fire temple from Twilight Princess in Death Mountain is pretty good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Except for the item that you get in that dungeon, which is pretty lame.
The iron boots?
No, it's the bow, right?
No.
Oh no.
Wait, I think you do use the iron boots in that dungeon, because that's the one where you go like walk on a ceiling and it's all magnetic and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it is the bow. You wouldn't give you the bow and the iron boots in one dungeon, would they?
I think they give you the iron boots before that. Whatever. It does.
Oh man, it doesn't even matter.
No, it does. We just should just stop making fools of ourselves.
Everyone's gonna be yelling at us. Yeah.
So I have a door right here. Unfortunately, it's closed. But with the power of motion controls! Exclamation mark. I mean trademark.
Oh no.
We can open the door. But wait a minute.
Oh no.
We cut the two ropes and it's still not all the way
It
open.
looks like motion control is not quite powerful enough.
Yeah.
Need to get an upgrade. Exclusively at the Nintendo store.
And then I plug my PlayStation Move into the Wii U. Now it works.
Hallelujah. Finally, PlayStation Move is used for something.
So it's time for us to meet a new enemy. As Fee helpfully tells us.
Yes. I can't be the only person who saw the PlayStation Move and just went, that's just a Wii remote with a ping pong ball taped on the end.
Yeah, it really is. But yeah, new enemy, Lizalfos.
Lizalfos!
They have a bunch of different attacks, but most notably, if you try to slice them, they'll just avoid you, and then they'll put their arm in a certain position, and then you have to attack them from a direction that's not that position. And they have two attacks. They have that spin attack, if you just kind of wait really long and don't attack them, and if you hit their arm, they do a sick uppercut. And also they drop their gross tails when you kill them.
Oh man. Well, better put this severed tail in my pocket.
You should be able to use that as a weapon, just like sort of spin it around and then throw it, but unfortunately that's not in the cards.
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah, I know.
Lizalfos are always great enemies. I love them.
Yeah. There's also a different enemy right over here. This is the Spoom.
It's called what now? Say please.
A Spoom.
A Spoom?
Yeah, they're always found in lava, and they, if you sit around near them for a while, they'll start shooting little fire projectiles at you. And you know that when the game gives you Deku Seeds, there's something that's got to be shot. So let's look around and see if we can find it. It wasn't that wall, though.
Oh man, I think I found it, Jordan.
Oh. Actually, it was that fire keys in the distance. Spoom, no! I thought he was gonna hit me. And now he's really surprised by that structure breaking.
I remember this.
This is... Now we're gonna walk around on a ball. This is like our main form of transportation in this dungeon. It's pretty neat, I guess.
This is like the less bullshit version of that ball from Mario Galaxy.
Yeah. Yeah, unlike a lot of things in this game, it's not motion controlled. You just walk around with the control stick while you're on that.
Yeah, they learned from their mistakes on that one.
Yep. You say that, but wasn't the ball also in Galaxy 2?
I was just gonna say, except for when they put it in Galaxy 2. For some reason.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It's not that bad, but it's just like, compared to everything else, that's absolutely the worst thing in the game.
Yeah. Well, I'd say some of the purple coin missions are...
Purple coin missions in Galaxy 1
are
really bad.
Remember the one in like the space boneyard level? Where you had to go through like a pinball stage in 50 seconds? That was...
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember not completing it, I can tell you that.
I've beaten Galaxy 1 a lot. Oh, anyway. We got a golden skull, which can be dropped by Bokoblin rarely, but you can also find them in treasure chests. The bottom row of treasure is dedicated entirely to a rarer set of treasures that are more difficult to find.
I remember getting really stuck on this part.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty large room, and it can be a bit confusing, but if you just take it one thing at a time, it's not so bad.
Man, fucking... I am absolutely convinced now that Link
Hold
was
on,
in
check
the
out this
circus.
360 no-scope.
Oh.
Boom.
Bam.
And I guess you could say that this guy croaked.
You could say that. You absolutely could.
Yep. What were you gonna say?
I'm absolutely convinced now that Link was in fact in the circus.
Yeah.
Before he was a knight. All the evidence points that way. Walking backwards on a tightrope, balancing on a ball and fighting an enemy at the same time. Come on now.
It's quite impressive. So yeah, the blue feather, rather, another rare treasure. That one's actually quite easy to find, like normally, but there is something special you have to do for it that we'll go back to at a later point. I think I'd say Elden Ore is actually probably the most difficult treasure to find.
Huh.
Because besides like the amount of them that can be found in just treasure chests, there's also just other than that you can only find them in the ground and you have to grind for them a lot. But you also don't need that many of them, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So now we have these buttons on the side of the platform, which are the main thing that we're like trying to get done in this room. You gotta find a way to get up there, but
What? How?
there's gotta be another button somewhere else, and we're gonna go find it.
Yeah, I think this is where I got stuck.
Alright.
Yeah, this is where I got stuck, because I pushed the button in and was like, oh, I thought that would, like, finish it. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And I assumed that, like, if I moved the ball, that would, like, deactivate the platform.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's unfortunate.
And then when I got, you know, finally got sick of rolling around this fucking room for hours, I looked it up and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's one of those things where, you know, you just assume something and then you never consider that it's wrong, and that's why...
maybe you're overthinking it.
Yeah, and that's why Zelda dungeons can take like 2 hours to complete, and the total amount of video for this dungeon's really only 40 minutes long. Anyway, it's our boy Led again, and he's in trouble. He really beefed it this time.
Oh man.
Oh man, he dropped his bomb bag.
Everyday problems when you really beef it.
Yeah. Where were you when the Lead beefed it? Recording this video, that's where.
Yeah. Oh man, a bag for carrying bombs, no way!
Yeah, but it's his though.
Oh.
We gotta... But you know what? Being that Link is such a good fella, he's gonna go get it back for him. One element of bombs that I haven't really been able to show off yet is that certain enemies cower away in fear from bombs, and then they sort of look at them, and then and then they attack you when they're finally gone.
Well, that was scary. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, bomb bowling.
Bomb bowling. It's really good, y'all.
It is.
Well, what was that explosion?
It's a bit late. Bit of a delayed reaction.
No, I mean that guy came out of the ground.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It was really, really late to it. Like, oh, what was that?
So you can go into that room right away, but if you go up here, there's like a thing you can find, most notably
Oh man.
a fairy. And one thing you can do with fairies that I haven't shown off yet is if you have an empty bottle. If you have an empty bottle. If you have, I'm gonna get it. Nope. If you have an empty bottle, you can catch a fairy in it. And then you can just use the bottle to restore 6 hearts, but if you die, it'll automatically restore 6 hearts for you. And
That was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. I collected it, damn it.
Yeah. Oh well. Mini-boss of this dungeon, 2 Lizalfos. Another attack they have is they can breathe fire. But that's not really an attack they use all that often. I'm not even sure how you're really supposed to trigger it in the first place.
So does that make them dragons, or...?
I guess.
I really do like this room. It feels like a real throwback to the Dodongo's Cavern mid-boss.
Yeah.
Because it's basically the same setup.
Yeah. Fighting 2 Lizalfos at the same time can be pretty tough, because sometimes they just like refuse to split up, and fighting 2 at the same time is really dangerous.
One thing I'm slightly sad about is that they didn't play the Lizalfos music, or the mid-boss music from Ocarina of Time when you came into this room to start the fight. That would have been great.
Wanna get that tail? Please? No.
No.
Dang it.
Oh, is it gone?
Not still there.
Is it gone forever?
Yeah, it's gone forever into Link's pockets.
Oh, there it is.
There we go. Can't believe it's a bomb bag.
Oh my god. A bag for storing bombs in it. Who would have thought that that would be a thing in this game?
See, as the text tells you right there, you have to go see if lead will lend it to you. So that's one sort of new element in Skyward Sword, is that there's certain items that you don't get to keep forever, but instead you only get to keep them for the length of the dungeon. And I think that's a pretty cute change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically we were lending that sword that we had at the beginning of the game.
That's true.
And also, technically, the sword we currently have doesn't really belong to us either.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And I think, if I remember rightly, the Kokiri sword in Ocarina of Time, the text box in that says you borrowing that for a while too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not yours, but you could borrow it for a while.
That's messed up.
AKA the rest of the whole game.
Link's just doesn't really know about possessions.
No, he just doesn't understand.
And by the way, I'm a liar. Actually, he gives us the bomb bag. We get to keep it forever.
We really had you going.
I like the way the bomb bag looks in this game.
Yeah,
it's nice and charming. Although one thing that's weird, like now that we can put bombs in our bag to keep with us, there aren't any actual bombs in Skyward Sword in the classic sense. There's only bomb flowers, which you can just pick up and put right in the bag. And that's nice, but it is weird that you can't really just pick up bombs from, like, breaking pots and stuff like that.
Yeah. I think I kind of prefer that, though, because that way you know if you need bombs, you're always going to get bombs.
Yeah,
whereas in
that's
past
true.
Zelda games, you would just go around cutting grass like, I need bombs! No, not money and hearts! I need bombs!
I agree, although
yeah,
I will say that sometimes, like, it can take... It takes a little too long to pick up bomb flowers. Because we can hold a total of 10 now, and if you have 0, stocking back up to 10 takes a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that we have bombs on demand, we can do a whole bunch of stuff that we couldn't do before. Oh no. We came to the wrong neighborhood.
Bombs on Demand, that's the name of my Zelda cover band.
Should have been called Bombs on Descent.
Oh man.
At the end here, there's Lizalfos, who's a real piece of shit, because sometimes he'll spin at you right at the start, and the only thing he can do is do a back jump and land in the lava.
Oh my god,
yeah.
no.
But he didn't do it this time, which is good. Now he's the one in the lava.
See you later, loser.
Another good thing now that we have the bomb bag is that we can actually kill spoons by just throwing bombs at them. The blast radius for the bombs is pretty big, and when they land in the lava, they immediately explode. So it's not too hard killing them with it.
I can't get over the name Spoom. I'm still.
It's a really
good name.
Some kind of bamboo thing that goes spoon.
Oh man.
This platform takes really long to go up and down for some reason. Because this room is so small and contained. It takes a while for the lava to go up and down.
I think the first time I was in this room, I expected the platforms to like sink slowly into the lava.
Yeah, they do kind of look like they would. So right here, some weird shit happens. Well, let's just call it what it is. Slam dunk.
Whoa! Sick.
Yeah. Link wasn't just an acrobat. Previously, he was also a professional athlete. And we got the dungeon map. This dungeon map, I find, is really easy to miss. Sometimes when I play this game, I just completely forget that it's there. And you don't need it, because the game is pretty linear. Or this dungeon, rather, is pretty simple for the most part.
Yeah.
Although it does give you a pretty big hint as to where to go next, so if you have trouble figuring that out, then...
Yeah.
So yeah, if we look at the map, we can see there's on the far right side of the room there's a little X right here, and then there's a whole passageway behind it. So let's go see if we can find out what's going on over there.
Let's get rolling.
Yeah. I also like the music in this dungeon a lot.
It is good.
It's very, I see people sometimes like as a criticism to this game say that some of a lot of the music isn't memorable.
Yeah.
Which, for area music, I think that's okay. Like, that's a valid criticism for that. I don't think dungeon music that necessarily has to be memorable.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I couldn't really tell you what the dungeon music in, like, other 3D Zelda sounds like really either. Especially... I keep bringing up Ocarina of Time, but, like, it's a good example. In Ocarina of Time, a lot of the dungeon music's not really even music, actually. Like in Dodongo's Cavern, it's just kind of ambient noise.
The X on the wall was a crack.
Yeah. And in especially inside the Deku Tree, that's not really music either. It's just kind of,
Honestly, I think the only dungeon theme from a 3D Zelda, at least, that I could hum from memory is probably Stone Tower Temple from Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah, no, that's a great song.
That's a really good song. And I mean, I also think that's the best dungeon in a 3D Zelda, so maybe the music should be memorable after all, who knows?
Well, the dungeon's good, for other reasons apart from the music. It's really good. That just adds to it.
Yeah, that Bokoblin, sometimes if you throw the bomb just right, he'll run off the platform while running away from it, but I just couldn't get him to do it for some reason. Oh well. So now how are we going to continue beyond here?
Oh man.
It looks like there's a passageway right in front of it, right in front of us.
Sick kickflip with the boulder up onto the platform. Or just, you can do that. That works.
Oh god.
No.
Were they hiding inside the rocks?
I guess they were. Or they were just behind them.
Oh yeah, I guess so. So right here, if you have a keen eye for detail, you might notice there was a thing we just passed by. It's a little statue.
Ah.
If you send the beetle in there, you get some pretty sweet rewards.
I like how we both have the same idea.
Silver rupee. And then after that, you gotta make sure to get confused and go in the wrong direction.
Absolutely.
Oh no.
Oh, whoop.
It's okay though. Next time we'll go in the right direction, maybe.
That's okay.